There's nobody more excited than me about the self-driving car phenomenon. Everyone keeps on telling me, how do you feel about this? How do you think it's going to affect the personal injury industry now that robots are driving cars and computers are driving cars instead of people? What's going to happen now that human error has been taken out of the cars? Well, I have news for you. Human error has gone nowhere. I think you're going to see a huge flurry of personal injury, and namely products liability personal injury cases as a result of self-driving cars. Be really careful. If you drive a self-driving car, you still have to be really cognizant of what's going on around you. Don't fall asleep behind the wheel. If you want to learn more about this, stick around in this video and we're going to cover all of the different areas that this is going to affect. Let's talk about insurance, my favorite topic. One, don't trust it. That's the favorite thing I have to say about this. Don't trust insurance. But two, insurance companies are going to get a big benefit out of this. Because while right now insurance policies are limited to what the buyer drives for insurance coverage on if they are liable, there's going to be a major offset for manufacturer defects and malfunctioning self-driving cars created by people. And those are going to be products liability cases against the manufacturers of the car. I don't know why we as a society have not learned the lesson yet that just because a computer's doing it, that means somehow, some way it's going to be perfect. It's not. Those computers are made and coded and programmed by people. They are just as likely to injure somebody as a human being operating the vehicle. Does a computer take away the tired driver or the drunk driver? Yes. But does the computer take away the malfunctioning camera or the line of sight problems or any other number of things that can be created by manufacturer defect? Does the computer take away the need for the organization that's building the vehicle to maximize profit and cut corners and use technology that might not be perfect and rush it to the market so that they can be the first to advertise that they have the self-driving vehicles or the best self-driving vehicle or the most, cool and intricate and technologically advanced self-driving vehicle? No. As long as that exists, we are going to have manufacturer defects. You ever heard of recalls? You ever heard of manufacturer defects, failing to warn, false advertisement, any other number of things that are going to result from these self-driving vehicles? Of course. There's already a myriad of cases out there of the first versions of self-driving vehicles not stopping at the right stop signs or taking the wrong turns, or the GPS unit in it taking a turn into the wrong way down a one-way street, or a parking lot, the wrong entrance, or any other number of things that can cause an injury, and the driver not being aware of what's going on around it. The driver is still going to be responsible. That is still you that is operating that vehicle. That is still the driver operating the vehicle. So if you are injured by a self-driving vehicle, your rights have only gotten better. You are not going to be limited to the driver's insurance policy on the vehicle. You are likely going to have a product's defect, a product's liability case to bring against the manufacturer. And that's going to open up a whole new world for how much money you can actually get from your resolution, from your settlement or judgment. Because while right now, a lot of times those settlements or judgments are limited by the insurance policy in place for the driver at the time of the incident, these massive corporations, the Ford Motor Company, Tesla, any other number of these, major car companies, they are not going to be limited as much by insurance policies. So in a lot of ways, these self-driving cars just made the market better for plaintiffs. So if you're injured by a self-driving vehicle, call me. I'd love to handle your case. We'll fight for you, not just against the insurance companies, but also against the manufacturers in the event that there's a defect or a malfunction or any other number of reasons why there was an injury resulting from a self-driving car. Have you ever bought technology and it didn't function appropriately? Has your cell phone ever malfunctioned? Has a product that you bought from a major brand, a computer, a TV, any other number of technological advancements that we make in our society, in any sector, malfunctioned on you? Of course it has. Tell me in the comments what malfunctioned on you. Now I want to ask you a question. Now that you know that these major organizations, these tech companies that are supposed to be so brilliant and have the best engineers and coders, etc., are creating products that can malfunction. Do you trust that the self-driving cars are going to be any different? I don't. I know there's going to be defects. I know there's going to be malfunctions. I know there's going to be holes in the code. That is going to happen. And I'm really hopeful that it doesn't get a young kid or some innocent person just out there minding their own business and injure or kill them. But I want to hear what your thoughts are. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about self-driving cars? Are they safe? Can we trust them? Should we not let that technology season a bit before we all start buying them and getting behind the wheel or behind the computer, as it were? Let me know. Let me know what you think about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the personal injury industry.